So I really like surfing. It's quite possibly my favorite thing to do. But there's one slight problem with surfing. You can't do it every day because the conditions are never right. Especially for me, because I live in St. Augustine, the waves are always absolutely dead, or they're blown out, or there's a horrible current. There's always something in St. Augustine where you can't surf, but when I do get to surf, it is literally my favorite thing in the world to do. Now, that brings me to skateboarding. I like skateboarding, it's okay. But one of the super nice things about skateboarding is you can almost always do it. As long as it's not raining, you can always skate. So of course, someone made a board that combines the feel and movement and amazingness of surfing and the consistency of skateboarding and put them into one board that of course I had to have. So that's what we're taking a look at today. It's called a SurfSkate. I'm sure you already know about it. I've known about them for a long time, but for me it's been so long since I've surfed, I have to get that feeling again. And I'm very interested to see if the SurfSkate will replicate it or not. But let's go ahead and get this thing out of the packaging, and I just want to go ride it, so let's go. Alright, so I got this board from a place that I never buy from, and that's Zoomies. They sell a bunch of skate stuff, and I'm not really into skating, so I never buy from them. But they had this board for a pretty good deal, and I think y'all know I'm a sucker for a deal, so I got it. Also, before I open this, I researched a bunch of different SurfSkate brands, and the top SurfSkate brands that I could really find, the ones that are sold in most retail stores at least, are Carver boards and Yow boards. Carver boards are a little stiffer, Yow are a little bit more surfy, surf trainery. Only problem is Yows are like really stupid expensive, so are Carvers, but Yows are even more expensive. But I was lucky enough to find a decent deal on this thing, so of course I went for the one that's more like surfing. But let's get out of this super long box. So boom. Alright, here's our SurfSkate right here. You can see the graphic that I got on it. It looks pretty cool. One of the things I found challenging when I was going to buy one of these is trying to figure out what's the right length to get. So I did some research on how to find the right length deck with SurfSkates because it really does matter. And I found a breakdown of how you want to measure your stance width. And my stance width was 17 inches, and I really only had two shapes to choose from. One was like a 29-inch board with a 16-inch width for the foot stance, and then this board, which I believe is 33 inches with a 18-inch for stance, and I decided to go with the 33-inch one just because I thought it'd be good to have a little bit of a wider stance. I didn't want something too small that's going to feel kind of too short and kind of hinder my stance, plus I'm kind of used to going pretty wide on my board, so I thought this would be good. It's actually really sick looking deck. The grip tape looks really sick on it too. I don't know quite what I think of the tiger stripes, but you know, it's cool. The thing that kind of sucks is it has a mark on it right there, but I guess it's okay. I don't really care that much, but that kind of sucks. Now the special thing about these is this truck right here. Most skateboards just have a truck that goes this way, goes like that. Super cool thing about a SurfSkate, and the reason it's a SurfSkate is because they have a special truck in the front that pivots like that, and that brings the nose almost to the ground. I'll show you how that looks in a second. So it has the normal trucks that move, and then it has the truck that goes like that, which is crazy cool. And then of course it's got a riser pad in the rear to compensate because it's a little bit of a higher deck than most other skateboards. I think I'm going to try this board at a tennis court because I've seen how they have really flat terrain, and that's a really good place to learn. But yeah, I'm probably going to eat. Alright, so I was thinking the best place to ride the SurfSkate would be like a tennis court or something because it's going to be super smooth. So I came to my local tennis courts, but this place is like super busy. So I'm going to walk down and see if there's any open courts. If not, I'm going to have to find a plan B. So I kind of underestimated how many old people there would be here playing pickleball, but I found one open tennis court. So here, let me show you why I chose a tennis court. It's just like super smooth. So this would be a good place to learn. I'm just gonna try to do some pumps through here. Listen, I know I'm gonna look super stupid, but I'm gonna give it a shot, and keep in mind this is pretty much my first time doing this. So let's try it, and it feels really cool to do, but it probably looks stupid. I won't know until I watch this video back, but I watch a video or two on basics of pumping on a SurfSkate, so I'm gonna try to use what I saw and implement it in this, and we'll see how well it goes. Okay, so just from doing that for a second, I learned a few things. So one thing is this board feels more stable than I thought it would, but something I didn't expect is it's a lot harder to pump than I thought. I know my motions aren't quite perfect and the pumping feels good, but I'm seeming to lose speed really fast. So I'm gonna work on that for a second and see if I can figure out why I'm losing speed. Okay, I figured it out. I just realized this entire video I've been in crop sensor mode. But anyway, so I figured out why I was losing speed. So when I was doing the pumping, I was putting all my pressure on my front foot and I was just kind of not getting anywhere. So in the slight turn you do to pump, when you extend out, if you put all that pressure on your back foot, I realized that's actually how you build speed. So I figured that out, which feels super good. I do have to say this thing feels ridiculously fun and a lot closer to surfing than I thought it would. Of course, this is one of the best surf skates you can get, but like, it feels like surfing and it really lives up to the name SurfSkate. It's really cool. And I really have no doubt that this is gonna really improve my surfing, but I'm gonna mess around with this thing for a second. This is also a lot more tiring than I thought. I haven't surfed in a long time because I have a shoulder injury. I'm not very conditioned anymore. But I'm gonna get a shot of just me going along here so I have a reference video because I plan on doing this a lot and really trying to improve on it. My pumping still feels wrong, so I wanted to film it, maybe rewatch it and figure out what I'm doing because there's just something that doesn't feel quite fluent yet. I think there's some part of my body that's working against me. It's like for the amount of effort I'm putting into that, I'm not getting the speed I should. So I don't know if it's something that I'm just not used to balancing on the board and I'm not comfortable enough to put a bunch of pressure on the tail. I need to work on it though. Also, filming and doing this right now, not a good idea, but we're gonna do it. First crash off the board and like I said, not a good idea to film with this. So I just can't get super fluid with the motion. If I try to pump super aggressively, I build speed, but it takes a lot of energy. So I don't know if it's either a factor of me not being very conditioned for it or if I need to pump in a different way that's more fluid. I don't know. Also, I brought my GoPro, but I didn't bring a mount for it. So it's just kind of like a second camera. Can't mount it to the board or anything. So this wind's picking up a lot, which is making it really hard. I'm really out of breath. But I see a lot of the videos of people doing it. They say to do it barefoot, so I've been doing that. And it feels a lot different. I like the feeling. I feel more grounded and connected to the board like surfing. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it like that all the time, but oh my gosh, I've been doing this for like an hour now. I'm really tired. I'll take like a 5-minute break and then do a couple rounds. But yeah, I'm engaging in grandpa mode right now, but I'm gonna keep going, messing around. I'm absolutely loving this thing. It feels so good. I miss surfing, which is the whole reason that I got that GoPro, by the way. So we'll make some surf videos soon. I'm just gonna keep messing around though. All right, I'm gonna try something stupid now. I'm trying to carve a little bit. I just don't think I'm there yet. Okay, legit, this thing's so fun. I'm like, I keep saying I'm gonna leave and then I keep staying here and doing this and wearing myself out. It feels so fluid and natural. I actually really like doing it barefoot. It feels really good. Two things that I'm really struggling with that I'll have to improve on is, funny enough, just the normal skateboard thing of the initial push off. For some reason, since the trucks are so loose, I like can't balance on it, and that's the one time that that's the other time that I fell because the front trucks just like went straight down, then I couldn't balance on it, which I didn't think that would be the biggest problem that I had. Another problem that I have is once I do a turn and I start to lose a bit of speed, I have a lot of trouble trying to pump and get that speed back. But that's just something I think I need to build muscle and get more used to, just that feeling, because that's a normal surfer thing. When you do a cut or a turn, you lose a lot of speed, so you got to build it back up. So I think I'm just weak and I need to build some muscle back up, again, because I haven't surfed in so long. All right, that last clip was from about 20 minutes ago. It's so fun, I can't stop, but if I keep doing it, I'm probably gonna pass out. Also, the audio is horrible because people are mowing, so I'm gonna call it for right now. I don't know if I'm gonna ride this thing more later in the video, but Right now, my initial impression is just me starting to do this. It's crazy fun, it feels super good. I'm not very good at surfing, but I know this feels like surfing and it feels like I'm definitely gonna improve, because I can take what I'm learning from here and put it into surfing. And this thing just feels so fluid. Better than I imagined it feeling, for sure. At this point, it's just a skill issue of me trying to learn it. That lawnmower is so loud, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. I have no idea what I'm gonna end up doing. Second I stop recording, he stops his mower. All right, so I just got off of work and I've been thinking about the SurfSkate the whole time, so I went home and I loaded up and we're gonna go back to a different tennis court that's closer to me and skate it or surf it. I don't know if I should say skate or surf, but we're gonna ride it until dark because it's kind of getting dark out. Also, I wanted to use this new camera more because it's super fun. All right, so we're walking down here. Got the board. You can see my truck back there, and then we gotta go walk down here just to get to a tennis court, which is kind of weird that it's all the way back in like a bunch of trees where it can be murdered super easily. So slight problem. I kind of forgot that there's a gate here, and kind of forgot the code for it. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I think there's probably a way to get around this because it's not super secure. So this is where you'd put the code in. No, okay. Well, oh, let's go. I got it. Now we can surf skate. Also, I'm glad their lock sucks. So after riding this thing for a while earlier, I kind of got used to the vibe of it kind of and how I'm supposed to move. And then while I was at work all day today, I was thinking about the movements that I'm supposed to do. And literally what you saw was like the first time me being on it since earlier. And I feel like that felt way better, which is super encouraging. So I think a lot of it is just kind of like imagining the movement in your mind while you're not doing it. And then that kind of like trains your mind and your body on how you're supposed to move. So I'm gonna keep messing around with this. Also, you can see I kind of did a little bit of a turn carve thing. Of course, I'm gonna get more into that on not day one. Also, that was on flip-flops, so that was fun. Alright, so conclusion is that SurfSkate is an absolute blast. I feel like in just one day of use, I'm improving on it a lot, and I can't wait to use this thing all the time and just really vibe with it, because it is a really cool invention, and I'm super glad I spent the money on it. They're pretty expensive, especially Yao's. But man, from what I'm seeing, of course I don't have a lot of experience with surf skates, but man, that thing's worth it because it feels just like surfing, and I can really tell. I bet you if I went out tomorrow on the surf after doing this all day today, that I would probably already see improvement. That's how good this thing feels. Anyway, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and there'll be more stupid videos out soon, and maybe I'll make an update video on my progression on that, or maybe I'll like break a bone or something, and I'll definitely make a vlog on that. But anyway guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. I gotta do my thing.